with Officer Castro. Do you remember Officer Castro?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you remove that GPS?
Yes, sir.
Why would you do that?
I just wasn't thinking and I
See, I'm trying to get into the mind of young people. I don't understand why people don't understand the consequences of taking items that don't belong to you. What do you think is going to happen if you take something that doesn't belong to you?
The gavel strikes.
Court is calling 2024 CR 009988, State of Texas versus Joseph Joshua Harris. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Andrew Harris Salem.
Defense.
Nathaniel Navy, Judge.
And are you Mr. Harris?
yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, have you received all discovery?
Yes, Judge, I
Did
believe I
you
have.
review it with your client?
Yes.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Harris, did you review the document entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the true bill of indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Judge, we do.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Harris, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle as a state jail felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you have a plea with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses? The state will call in the right to remain silent.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes, Your Honor.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
Yes, Your Honor, he has.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, I do, Judge.
Mr. Harris, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, or placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, ma'am.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, the state is recommending deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
State,
Yes, Your Honor.
defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver repeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your deferred adjudication be for a term of 4 years. There be no contact with Ricardo Valera, Valera. And you are not allowed to operate a motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Did you understand those are recommendations from the state?
Yes, ma'am.
And the court does not have to follow those recommendations? Then to the offense as charged, how do you plead?
No contest.
State, any evidence?
Contained in Exhibit 1 and attachments, Your Honor.
No objection.
State, you may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, ma'am.
Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses? The state would call in the right to remain silent.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports? But most importantly, there will be no live testimony. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. After reviewing state's exhibits one and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We would like to today, Judge. if
Anything you
possible.
wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, just that he's a very young man. He's 18 years old right now. He does have a 1-year-old daughter. He does have a plan for what he'd like to do with the rest of his life. He explained it to me. He's actively completing his GED right now. He'd like to do underwater welding, which I thought was interesting, but apparently is a pathway to a good paying career. So he does have a plan of what he'd like to do. Obviously, this is a big wake up call to him. And I believe that if you give him the opportunity to put him on deferred adjudication, that he will hopefully complete that and put this behind him, Judge.
All right. And what is happening with the other case he has?
You're talking about which one, Judge?
The one where he was on an ankle monitor until October 9th, 2023, when it was removed?
He's on an ankle monitor currently, so I don't.
Well, no, this is from another case.
Okay, is that still in Bear
With
County?
Yes, with Officer Castro. Do you remember Officer Castro?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you remove that GPS?
Yes, Your
Why would you do that?
Honor. I just wasn't thinking, and I
Like you had other things you wanted to do with your life?
didn't understand until I was 17 the consequences, like the severe consequences of my actions. I didn't know that it would.
See, I'm trying to get into the mind of young people. I don't understand why people don't understand the consequences of taking items that don't belong to you. What do you think is going to happen if you take something that doesn't belong to you?
I will go to jail.
So, I mean, I don't understand that. You're 18, and I will tell you, here in Texas, plenty of times people have taken people's vehicles while they're asleep, and they see on the camera that somebody's taking their vehicle, and they end up getting shot. And you know what people say? People start protesting, some do, and they say, oh my gosh, that was just a little child. And you know what other people say? Shouldn't have been stealing somebody else's property. And they're just like, oh, well, I can tell you this, nobody is probably going to be bringing charges saying, let's prosecute the person that shot this person for stealing their vehicle. Not going to happen. And then you're 18 and you're working on your GED.
Yes, ma'am. And I have a job right now.
Mhm.
I have a job for 4 months now.
Mhm.
Perfect attendance. And
Doing
I've been
what?
taking care of my daughter. I work at a cabinet shop.
Okay.
I make cabinets.
All right. I don't understand. Young people not graduated from school. They're just out having children. So does your child live with you?
Yes, ma'am.
And who else lives in the home with you?
I live with my girlfriend and my girlfriend's dad and my daughter.
Your girlfriend's father and who else?
My daughter.
And your daughter.
Yes, ma'am.
And see, young people have children and then their parents just allow them, everybody come in and move in. And then people think that's normal to have children when you're not prepared to provide shelter for that child or clothing. Somebody else is going to be doing that. All right. Do you have your driver's license?
No, ma'am.
Then you cannot drive.
Yes, ma'am.
So how do you get to work?
I Uber at the moment.
All right. What's wrong with Via? Does Uber cost? I think Uber probably costs more than the Via bus.
Yeah, around where I live in Selma, there's no Via bus station. It's like no bus stops or nothing.
Come on, America. Can we get some great transportation? You know, I travel all over to different countries. Their transportation is top notch. You can get on it and go wherever.
Yeah.
That's something you should be writing your city council, writing your legislature about, saying why. You know, people say Texas is the best state in the world and the best state in the country. And the United States is the best country in the world. Can we get our transportation in order?
Well, and even if you could take via bus, it usually takes so much longer than just a car ride. So,
Well, you know what I would tell everybody? I used to take the Via bus.
Yeah, early.
And yes, I did. So I would end up at the courthouse. And you know what time I would end up getting at the courthouse?
Early.
7 a.m. And I did it because I needed to work to feed myself.
Responsibility.
I didn't want to pick up the phone calling, Mom, can you pay for my groceries this week? Although she did. I will tell you, everybody has to start somewhere. And I believe in that because my mom would pay my rent. She would give me money for groceries. And this is me with,
Contact him.
all right, there's to be,
Contact him.
all right, there's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs, probation, see if you can allow him to see if you can allow him to report by Zoom since he has the child that's a newborn and he's working and he's trying to get his welder's license. There's to be regular random UAs. If you're drug tested today, what are the results going to be?
I'm gonna test positive for marijuana,
When's the last time you used?
about 2 weeks ago, Your Honor.
Why you use it and you know you have to come to court? See, these are things that you're not thinking about as an adult. And you know what else? Your child does not want to smell marijuana on you. And then you have your your girlfriend's or fiance's father allowing you to live in their house and you're not doing right. So we're going to do regular UAs, tests for levels. Those levels have better start going down, and no marijuana use. You are not allowed to use marijuana while you're on probation.
Yes, Your
It's
Honor.
against the rules of probation. You're not allowed to drink alcohol while you're on probation. It's against the rules of probation. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
So regular UAs, tests for levels. Field visits 1 time per month until a negative UA. There's to be no driving without valid license. There's going to be 200 hours of community service restitution. 50 of, I'm going to order that you get your GED.
Yes,
50 of those hours will be deemed satisfied once you obtain your GED.
Yes.
The other 150 hours, you can do those hours, or either you can better yourself. If you obtain your welder's license, then I will deem the 150 hours satisfied.
Yes, Your Honor.
And there's to be no contact with Ricardo Valera, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors. And I'm going to order parenting classes. Probation, anything else?
Judge, would you please repeat the 200 hours of community service, waive 50 upon completion of the GED, and then waive 150?
Yes, if he obtains his welder's license.
Thank you, Judge. Nothing else.
All right, is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
No, Your Honor.
Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, because this is plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. Probation, very important. There are consequences. If you don't report, if you don't follow it through on your conditions, they're going to end up submitting to me requests that your probation be revoked. If it's in order, I'm going to sign it. And then the police are going to come and pick you up wherever you may be, because there's going to be a warrant for your arrest. Then you're going to be taken to the jail. Either you're going to make bond or not. If you don't make bond, you're going to be like them. You're going to come over in orange, and then I'll make a decision on whether or not you should be revoked or not. From here on out, everything that you do, you need to ask yourself these questions. What I'm doing, is this something that could result in me being revoked and potentially going to the state jail facility for 2 years? If the answer is no, don't do it.
Yes,
If
ma'am.
the answer is maybe, don't do it. Because I will tell you, state jail facility, unless it's overcrowded, if you get 2 years, you do 2 years. And that will be 2 years where your child, when you come out, your child will not recognize you, and somebody else may be raising your child. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you need anything, let probation know. If you feel as they're not addressing it, you can always come back to the court. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so is he on GPS now?
He is, Judge.
What do y'all want to do with that? Y'all still want him on GPS?
Well, no, Judge, it was not part of the plea bargain agreement. I would humbly request that it be taken off, and as long as he's complying with all conditions of his probation, that it remain off.
State, what are your thoughts on GPS removal?
Had any violation reports lately?
I haven't seen any of them. Have there been any violation reports?
Judge, that wouldn't be through probation.
Could you all check to see?
I'll
if
check
there-
right now, Judge.
Have there been any violation reports on you?
No, ma'am.
All right, if there have not been any violation reports, then,
I'm with the GPS monitor.
okay. We will see what it says.
You have the excuse from the bench?
Yes.
Thank you.
No, Judge, I don't have any violation reports from pretrial.
All right, the court will order removal of GPS. Is there anything else you need?
No.
All right, thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Judge.
you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Probation will go for conditions.
The hearing opens with formalities as the court confirms discovery compliance and verifies that the defendant, Mr. Harris, reviewed and understood every document tied to his case. Judge Stephanie Boyd methodically walks him through the indictment, court admonishments, and the full range of punishment for unauthorized use of a vehicle, up to 2 years in a state jail facility and a $10,000 fine. The tone is controlled but firm, signaling that this courtroom runs on precision and accountability. As the no contest plea is entered, the judge emphasizes a critical truth. The court is not bound by any plea recommendation. Rights are knowingly waived, and the defendant confirms he understands that deferred adjudication can be revoked at any time, exposing him to the maximum sentence. The state's evidence is admitted without live testimony, and Judge Stephanie Boyd finds sufficient evidence to establish guilt, choosing to defer the finding only because the defendant applied for deferred adjudication. During sentencing arguments, defense counsel paints the defendant as young, newly responsible, and future-oriented, citing his child, GED progress, and career aspirations. The tension spikes when Judge Stephanie Boyd pivots to another case involving GPS monitoring. The defendant admits he removed the monitor because he wasn't thinking, a response that draws immediate scrutiny. The judge dismantles the excuse, confronting the real-world consequences of theft, personal responsibility, and adult decision-making. The courtroom grows heavier as the judge addresses drug use. The defendant admits he would test positive for marijuana. Judge Stephanie Boyd responds with uncompromising clarity. No drugs, no alcohol, in strict random testing. Conditions stack quickly. Regular reporting, home visits, community service, GED completion, employment proof, parenting classes, and a hard ban on driving without a valid license. Each condition reinforces the narrow margin he now operates within. The final warning lands with full force. Judge Stephanie Boyd explains exactly how probation revocation works: missed conditions, assigned warrant, arrest anywhere, jail time, and potentially 2 full years served day for day, time during which his child could grow up without him. GPS monitoring is ultimately removed due to no violations, but the message is unmistakable. The defendant leaves with deferred adjudication, not freedom, and with the judge's authority hanging over every future decision.